Day 9 post-endfall. The point of impact on the ground refuses to heal. The Queen's sheer force of entropic decay is too strong, even in death. I thought it was her blood at first, but now I think it's more than that. I think her entire body was the centerpiece of a source of concentrated entropy that I begin to suspect is the source of the entire end. It has expanded, which is my biggest worry right now. It was perhaps stupid of me to lure her into our world for the final confrontation, but at the time it seemed like the smartest idea. Keep her away from all her strength, all the source of her power. Fight her on my turf, where I have all the preparation, all the traps, all the wards, and all my allies. Friends, not allies, yeah, I know. Force of habit. Regardless, it was where we could beat her, and we did. So all the celebration, all the cheering, all the drinking, Rav spread out his best stuff. May have been somewhat premature. Unless I'm just being paranoid. Wouldn't be the first time I see shadows behind every corner, tragedy behind every success. And I can't shake it. Doesn't feel right. After so long, hundreds of years, it's supposed to be over? It's really gonna be done that easy? Well, not that it was easy. I'm not forgetting the sacrifices that got us here. But still, Queen of the End, almighty ruler of everything that isn't, Wings of the Void, destroyed? No matter how much magic and science we used, all our clever traps, our preparation, the sheer firepower of Zoe's inventions, all my magic, ancient spells, and forbidden rituals. Part of me still feels like it shouldn't have been enough. That's why I just ran from her for all those years. There wasn't a chance in hell I was ever gonna try to fight her. If she ever came for me, I sent her stalkers in the dark. I either ran and hid, or took them out quietly and then ran and hid. I guess it took until they started becoming a threat to people I cared about, where I thought enough was enough. Well, never mind. Hopefully I'm overthinking this, and these logs just end up being an embarrassing thing I look back on years from now. Remember how worried I was. For now, I'll at least keep note of the situation, and see how it proceeds from here. This is Rythian, signing off.
The magic energy had worked, and it had led them to another message. They found the page in the inventory of a traveling merchant, of all things. A couple of emeralds later, the trio was sitting around the journal, listening to the log play another message.
How many of these logs are there? Do you think you made daily notes?
I don't know. Maybe? I need to find more of them. This one was 2 weeks before the other one, and things clearly got worse between day 9 and day 24. This queen died and caused this entropic field, and that was enough for me to believe that everything and everyone was going to die.
A queen from another world? A world like the Nether or the Twilight, maybe?
Queen of the End. Wings of the Void.
I swear these journal pages are just giving us more questions than answers.
That's not entirely true. It's at least telling you a little bit about who you were. And you had friends who fought with you against someone who was hunting you. Zoe and someone called Ravs helped you fight this queen and her stalkers in the dark.
Darkstalkers. I don't think that's a coincidence. And if anything is a creature from the Void or the End, it would be them.
So whatever happened didn't stop the Darkstalkers from coming after me, or after us. I don't know, maybe I'm being too self-centered. Maybe it's not about me at all. But if they've been after me my entire life, I guess that explains why I get so angry when I see them. There's a small pause as Rythian scribbles down some notes. Briony refills 2 mugs of hot cocoa and hands one to Kirsty.
Thanks, Briony. Where did the merchant find the page anyway?
They said it was in a valley to the northwest of here. They were exploring, hoping to find treasures, when they saw a bunch of shiny crystals. Apparently nothing particularly valuable, but they picked up the journal page at a whim.
What kind of shiny crystals?
Rythian shrugs. They didn't say.
There were crystals in the cave where we found the first page. Corundum crystals. Do you think there's a connection?
I don't know, but I don't trust coincidences anymore.
Well, if the journal can track pages once it's charged, then we can find out. Maybe the next page we find will be near a bunch of corundum crystals.
Yeah, and... Huh. Hold on. I have an idea. I gotta go check something out. Rythian quickly finishes his hot cocoa and rushes off.
Where are you going? Shouldn't we come with you?
No, I'll be fine. You guys do whatever.
Do whatever. What?
The door slams shut as Rythian rushes off. Kirsty sighs.
Do whatever, he says.
I did plan on building a little base around the portal in the Twilight Forest. I guess that qualifies as whatever.
Do you need any help with that?
No, I should be fine. You go do your own thing. Maybe take a day off. A cozy day in the sun.
Maybe I'll take Helio for a ride. Fly around and see what I can find. Or maybe I'll catch up to Rythian so I can scold him a little. Or a lot.
Sounds good to me.
Having stepped through the portal to the realm of Twilight, Briony hums a song to herself as she builds up a defensive fort around the portal, making it look nice in the process. Solid stone and oak, with vines and flowers to give it little color. She steps outside to look at it from a distance, lighting a torch to see it properly lit up. Out of nowhere, a big shape comes crashing into her, knocking her to the ground.
Ah!
She quickly shields herself with a defensive spell and gets to her feet, looking at who or what just knocked her down. It's a pink fuzzy thing with big wings.
A moth! Hello? You're not a mean one, are you? You just like the torch.
The moth indeed seems fascinated by the torch, staring at it as if transfixed.
Careful now. That can burn you if you get too close. Do you like bright things? Hold on.
She douses the flame and shoots out a little orb of light between them.
Much better. Much safer. Hello, you. What's your name?
The moth looks up at the witch and flexes her wings. She takes a couple of steps forward and lets her antennae get a sense of the strange creature who brought the light.
Okay. I'm going to call you Rosie. You look hungry. Do you want to come home with me and have some food? You can say hello to Apollo and Helio, Shelio, Wheatley, Mr. Darcy, Seymour Skinless, Circe, Silver, Copper, Arax, Hecate, Hermes, and Asmeranda Mandacastica Decordica. Huh. Maybe Rythian has a point that we're basically running an animal sanctuary at home.
As she brings Rosie back across the portal and makes her way home, Briony sees Kirsty flying overhead on a giant yellow ladybird, keeping watch or searching for dangers.
That's Kirsty. She's my bodyguard. And my friend. She's nice. You'll love her. You'll meet Rythian later. He's nice too. He might act a little grumpy at first. Don't worry though, you'll charm him soon enough. We have a little home here. It was supposed to be temporary, but we've been here for a while now. I'll have to return to the burrow eventually, of course, but I wish I had more time.
The moth replies with a little head bump to Briony's side. Later in the evening, Rosie's been fed and watered and is enjoying a nice nibble on some treats in her temporary nest. The door opens, and Kirsty and Rythian step through the door.
He was in the damn mine again.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. More than fine. Look, I found a page. It was next to all the corundum crystals in there.
And next to all the zombies and the creepers.
Yeah, they're definitely connected. The crystals, I mean, not the zombies. Twice could be a coincidence, but 3 times is a pattern. He holds up another journal page. Okay, let's see what this one says.